And this entire part is typically unwatchable. So
it always is. It's like when we would go like
you know what the problem is though?
what?
Is the thumbnail.
Shit.
We didn't even think of it. What two dummies.
Did you post it on the Patreon thing?
One moment, Brendan. Now I'm doing it. All right. Well,
so funny when you first go on Twitch and you're like, "Hi, everybody." You're still kind of setting it up and everything.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. Also, you can't.
I
mean, this is also the longest cup of water in mankind history.
I know, and he's right near his kitchen.
He's so next to it. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. No, I'm not. I'm actually. I'm
pretty
terrible
bad. I'm pretty bad. Yeah, I'm not doing so. I'm not doing so good.
Me too. Oh,
okay. I'm like losing weight, which is nice.
You do look good. I will say that
a little bit.
Yeah, I can literally when you did this, that was the best. No, the other way. Best your jawline has ever looked. We're live, by the way, Feeney. Yeah, it looks really good, but that's cool that both of our mental health is declining at the same time.
Yeah. At least we get to go to the loony bin together, dude.
At least it makes for a good podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we'll probably overreact to something Feeney does at some point.
I already don't like the way his hair is flipping to the other side.
Nifty Biscuit, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Biscuit?
He said good morning. But let me tweet. Did you tweet, Brendan?
I tweeted it, baby.
Oh, you sweet tweet.
I sent the tweet out. I'm so excited for tonight's show.
I'm excited too.
I should have got a Christmas background.
You should have. Why didn't you? Now we're live. All right, we're in business. I tweeted it. You tweeted it. Feeney tweeted it. 2 out of 3 are celebrating Christmas. Brendan is aligning with his Jewish side this year.
Well, I will make a background. I just wanted to, before we start the show, just express some good news that I got.
Oh.
So, hold on. This is how we do it. Bed frame, baby.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Oh, good for you, dude. Now you can actually like properly knock boots.
Oh, fuck.
That was the one thing holding you back.
It really was, though. It really was.
That is such a big difference.
It's a huge difference.
That's a bed a girl would be proud to get plowed on.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I'm also stopping. I'm trying to stop how creepy I am now when I talk to women.
Okay.
Maybe this is more of a garbage days conversation, but I was showing somebody my bed frame the other night.
Right.
And I go, look at that. And they go, it was a woman. She goes, wow, it looks really comfortable. And my fucking lizard brain wanted to go, you should try it sometime. And I didn't. I stepped back. I went,
oh, well, that's your fault.
Bit my fucking lip.
No, that you're substituting good comedy for whatever that you think you just accomplished, because that is a funny line and she asked for it.
Fuck, dude. Damn it.
That would be hilarious if you played it backwards somehow.
It is out. I can't even do it.
You had head higher.
Sarah Hagen-Miller is wildly impressed. There's no no robes or towels.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. It only took the YKWd shaming heard around the world to get you to.
Was that this past episode?
Yeah.
I look so good in the tweet that you guys sent out.
I know. Well, that's what I said. I was like, oh, let's get this show on the road. Nobody watches this part anyway. And then I was like, oh yeah, Feeney's not in it.
It's all right. It looks like a beautiful background. It looks like a great home.
Yeah, it really looks like
wish.
We're giving off real War on Christmas vibe.
I love Christmas. And I don't care what you say, Mike. I'll always love Christmas. There's nothing you can do to sully my opinion of it.
No, fella, I'm actually maybe more pro-Christmas than anybody on earth right now. So I was anti-Christmas until I became a dad. Now this is the best ever because I don't have to worry about external families. I got my own unit.
Nice. I got a unit right here.
Oh, in a comfortable bed.
I'm trying to find the perfect background aesthetic Christmas thing.
Nice. And when you get done with that, try and be present with us.
I am present with you guys.
What else is going on in the chat?
Well, present Christmas. The chat is
yes.
Yeah. Did you guys like that or you hate it?
I really like that.
Thanks, Brendan. Fuck you, Feeney. I'll turn on you. I don't know if you heard our preamble, but I'll fucking turn on you quick.
I didn't, and I wish I would have. Because...
Both Brendan and I are crumbling emotionally. Why? And because we have fucking mental health issues, Mr. fucking.
With what?
Yeah, we
Mr.
get
Pristine.
Depressed.
Yeah, Mr. Pristine Patrick Bateman, you fucking psychopath.
Life's great, dude. We're killing it.
Yeah.
Who else is putting out as much content as this? Sure, we're not doing. Think about this. The one thing we all three want to do. So all right. I guess Brendan's just gone.
Sorry, I clicked the button.
Now his internet or both of you.
Nope, that's him. That's him. That ain't me.
No.
It's always him. Fine. It's always Feeney. And why do we ever?
Oh yeah. Oh,
why don't we shit on him as much as
I thought you were shitting on me? I'm ready to fight everybody.
No,
it is always Feeney's internet.
Yeah,
it's never always mine. It is mine that time for sure. But I mean,
cats piss in the modem and like
I have. I did have multiple windows open, so that might be a me thing. But let me close these out and then go back to my soapbox. Which, if you could just remind me the topic. Oh, things are great. Listen, guys, we could be in a bad place because what's the one thing we all want to do that we can't? Stand up, right? It's awful, like not being able to do it. This sucks. But there's also like people who are accountants that want to be actors and they never get to be it. We just are like on a temporary reprieve, but we're still doing this and making money. These fucking people who are out of work doing like, actual things that help society, they're fucked. We're doing what we want to do.
But I need to see people.
Yeah,
I need something. Man.
I do see a good amount of people. Though.
I know. Well, you're a gal.
Brendan's reckless for sure, yeah, but Mike, you also have your family. You have
no, I know, and it's great. But I'm also a man who has been accustomed to a certain bit of an outlet. So, and that was every single night. So with this, I'm like having to adapt in 9 million different ways.
Have you noticed all the people
skill? Keeping a person alive.
Have you noticed all the people that have been like started changing? Brendan went to Aspen, I guess, but
I couldn't find one. I couldn't find a good one.
That is the worst Christmas background I think.
Fuck you guys.
It looks like that's like
your apartment in
Toledo.
Yeah. Brendan took a trip to Quebec City.
I love Quebec City.
I've never been.
We know. But
I
didn't know.
All right, I got a better one. You guys are gonna be blown away by how good this one is.
Okay. Jeannie, what were you saying?
Wish I knew. What was it about?
Are you kidding?
What was it about?
Brendan.
Just all encompassing, because I could start a real fucking no. What were we really talking about?
Oh, come on. I don't know.
Fuck. I don't know, and frankly, I don't care.
But you were in the
Brendan,
middle.
You were never paying attention. This was a Mike and I conversation.
No, I heard you guys.
Oh, I don't know. I was saying
we're doing bad. Feeney's. Oh no, Feeney was saying how great our lives are.
It was way after that, Brendan. Way after that. No, it was way after that. We were talking about something else. Go to the chat. What are the people in the chat?
They're not interested. But Sarah has a question.
What was the chat?
I don't know. If you guys have any interest in recapping what we were talking about, I think I was going on a diatribe of how many new things I'm learning on a daily basis.
That's the other thing I was going to say. Do you find it funny the amount of comedians that are starting to lie about how much they did stand up now that it's only a couple months removed? People are like, I heard a comic who we both know who I don't know I know maybe one club they work in, but where's like, yeah, man, I'm used to doing 40 spots a week, so this is tough. And you're like, No, you're not. No, you never did that. You never, ever did that. Think about it logically.
Not many, if any, do that. Like,
yeah, the mentally ill, deranged ones do that.
I think I did I've done 25. I think I've even gotten up to 30, like with a just ridiculous week. But 40 is like, that's actually attempting to have a terrible time every night.
How many shows do you have to do 40 a week?
I mean, divided by 5 would be 35. So, but you'd have to do, a little more because it's over 7 days. But it's a weird thing to just think about how many, like, people that are like already looking back on it, like, back in the day where you could do 40 spots a week, and you're like, where, like, are you including open mics? Like, and what kind of life, unless you're doing a late night set that you just found out you're doing that week, there's no reason to do 40 sets in a week.
I agree. Well, welcome to the live What's the Scenario, everybody. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, we are a hypothetical-based podcast, maybe the longest preamble in the history of the show, but we are a Patreon-exclusive podcast. We do what-if scenarios, all that stuff. I'm one of your hosts, Mike Cannon. With me, as always,
Mike Feeney, and also
Brendan Sagalow. Thanks for sticking around with us.
Thanks for sticking around.
So please don't stick around, but thanks for being here for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna put in a full show. I'm very
tell
excited.
me what to say.
Yes, I didn't tell you what to say at all. I told the audience what we should actually say.
Okay.
Wow. All right, Brendan.
You can say whatever you want. We'll be there to correct you every step.
You look
of the
like
way,
the
pal.
princess asking for Obi-Wan Kenobi right now.
Oh yeah, fucking you're our only hope, Santa Claus.
So either way, we this is a Patreon exclusive podcast. Like I said, scenarios, what ifs, all that stuff. It's typically built by our Patreon members. We go live for everybody on Monday nights. That is way worse lighting, Brendan. It's so distracting.
What about the green?
Yeah, way worse. But so we also take live questions from our chat. So let's get into our questions, shall we?
Yeah.
Right. So Sarah, if money didn't matter, Sarah Hagen Miller, if money didn't matter, what would you buy each other for Christmas?
Wow, that's a good question. If money didn't matter,
yeah,
I'd buy Canon BMX lessons.
I would buy you.
I mean,
both.
you could do that right now. That's so affordable.
It's like $20.
Yeah, but like a session, and he's gonna need a lot.
Dude, you could probably get Bill Allen himself, Crew Jones, to teach me BMX for $11.50 an hour.
Is he a good BMXer?
He's picked up BMX ever since the movie. So he did some of his stunts on the movie, but
I didn't think he would be good enough to train you. I wanted somebody who was
now he probably is, but he's like 50. He's ripping.
I was hoping that you would train and then you would go you would show up at a skate park with him, and then you just be like, "Oh, check us out, CJ," and then you'd fucking do your thing.
And then I'd just blow him under a quarter pipe.
Yeah.
What would I buy? So does everybody have what we currently have? Like we're in our own vantage points, and out of nowhere, one of us gets unlimited money. Money is no longer an object.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, I would probably buy you each your domicile of your choice.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course.
If we're just buying houses, look at this.
Well, what
Christmas.
else? Well, yeah. I mean, if I had like, if that George Clooney thing happened where he gave 14 of his buddies $1 million, if I somehow earned a flash 100 mil, why not? I'd cut you off a little piece.
That'd be so funny if you bought somebody a house and then they had to be like, like if someone bought you a house, you would be overjoyed, you would be appreciative, but you'd be like, so like what neighborhood's it in? Like where
you also
what condition is it in?
Afford the keep up and everything.
Yeah,
is it like
upkeep.
Walk? Is it like like move-in ready? Like is it furnished? Is it? How are the neighbors?
Yeah,
like, you just have so many questions.
There's a lot to it.
All right, forget it. I already don't want to help either of you.
This is what I would buy.
Like, it's kind of far from an airport. I'm going to travel a lot, so it's going to be kind of
yeah, Brendan would then need a car to go with the house.
Buy me a car.
Yeah.
As well.
Okay. All right. I can only buy you one thing.
Okay. A car would be great. I think.
What kind of car would you want?
A fucking Porsche.
Oh, see, you're such a goose. You live in Astoria, Queens. Why would you ever want a Porsche? That would be the worst car for you to own.
Why?
Because what you're first of all, it's low as shit to the ground. So any pothole or uneven street, you're scraping the shit out of the bottom end bumper.
Yeah, but
it
you're paying
doesn't
for
handle in the snow. It's like you can't even let it rip. You're stopping and starting at every fucking block. What's the point?
Okay, then I'll move to Rome.
I mean,
and even, probably
dude,
the worst,
city.
Probably the only worst city for that.
Pick a city with narrower streets and more twists and turns, you dope. Why don't you do Venice?
All
right, I don't know. Whatever car, just a nice car, a good-looking car, a strong car, a humble car.
I want a van, and I want to make it into a tiny home. I really just want this in my life.
Yo, my cousin as a kid used to say he was gonna buy like a used like school bus, but like a short bus, and then just fucking rip out all the seats, put in couches, lighting, and make it like a fucking like party cruiser.
Dude, know what we should do? I just realized this. So an amendment to what we were talking about last night, we should buy some sort of van and then film our rebuild of the van, and we just build it into a podcast content studio.
Cool.
And then we travel around the country touring with it?
Yes.
We travel around
That's
podcasting.
Yeah.
It's the only idea, frankly.
It's the only idea. I'm willing to leave my family. I'm losing my mind.
I don't know if Brendan's willing to leave his roommate, though.
That's true.
I know. I just love them so dearly. Okay, here's what I would buy. This is what I would buy Feeney.
Okay, here comes something hurtful.
Somebody said,
not at all.
Oh, hold on. The pretend John said, I would buy all of you a Rosebud Memorial sub. Hell yeah.
Yeah. This is what I get Feeney. I would rent out a venue space, one that you could like party in, and for all your friends and family. And hire System of a Down to play a private show for you.
Dude, it's so funny because my thing for you is going to say that, but I'm Blink-182. Green Day.
Dude, that'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, private concert of a venue.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
That would be cool.
And I spent so much time thinking of that, I have no idea what I'd get Canon.
That's cool, man.
Maybe a
I'm
pillow.
used to it.
My pillow. My
My
pillow.
Yeah.
To scream into.
1999.
A My Pillow to scream into. That's hilarious.
Now with cavernous foam, all the better for screaming and getting lost.
All right, I'd get neither of you anything, and I'd just enjoy my millions.
Yeah, but then you'd be like fucking Scrooged at the end of your life, just fucking all the people that are just watching you burn, getting cremated is just like your sister and your wife.
All right, Lost in the Sauce says, what would your Indian names be? He said, mine's would be Drinks on Mountain.
Mine would be Takes Things Too Personally. Is too defensive.
Mine would be Sad All Day.
Sensitive like Sally.
Oh, yeah. Sensitive like wind.
Yeah.
Mad like rain.
Sensitive like Sally. I just got it. He's sensitive like a Sally.
Why did that?
I don't know
go
what
Asian?
accent that was.
It was a Japanese Native American.
I have no idea how to do a Native American voice.
Oh.
It's a lot of like low octave. You
It's-
go, great pilgrim, seek forth, follow the sun.
That's good.
Not bad.
That's okay.
It's not easy to do. They're not very. They don't have a lot of distinct.
They
Like-
talk like this.
Yeah.
I thought, did they not have deep voice?
You sound like a alien in a movie.
So I'm an alien. A native Martian.
Feeney, what would your Native American name
He said
be?
Indian.
Oh.
Oh, then like.
Oh no.
Oh, what were you two
Free
doing?
episode.
Pretending it was Native Americans? You racist pieces of shit. He said Indians. That's what you refer to them as? You gross monsters? You colonists? You bastards?
Feeney's Native American name would be Can't Be Taught.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's 100% it.
Finds parking easily.
Chief can't be taught.
Chief can't be taught. That's funny. Oh fuck.
What?
My
Mike's would be Chief had to put it in a garage a long ways away.
Mike's would be Chief shows up angry. Shows up frustrated. It's fun.
Yeah. Nifty Biscuit, if you could have any prop from film/television, what would it be and what would you do with it?
Whoa. That's
Any
interesting.
prop from
I think the gun Tony has in the last episode where he wakes up with it in the bed.
Oh yeah, the AK or whatever that is.
Yeah. Oh my God, the thing Bobby bought him for his birthday.
Yeah.
I would have that gun, and God only knows what I would do with it.
Oh my God. I don't know. There's so many movies.
And TV shows.
Yeah, there's so much. I'm trying to think of something Christmassy. Like,
I'm trying to think of anything memorable prop wise from anything.
I would have Max, the Grinch's dog. That's kind of a prop.
No, it's a living being who for sure is probably dead.
Yeah, that dog's
You could have its
fucking
urn. I guess I would say what's a good, you got to think of like a very costume heavy movie, I guess, right? Because you'd want.
Can I fill you guys in to what's been happening in my life for the last 30 seconds? Is
What?
I've been watching the YouTube and not realizing it and reacting to the YouTube, even though it's like so wildly delayed from everything you're saying. And I'm now thoroughly caught up.
How are you not hearing us?
I am hearing you. I'm also on like a massive edible, so I think, and I got like a kind of a weird text. So all that perfect storm, and then I look up and it's YouTube, and I'm like, oh, okay, what's happening right now?
I know what prop I would want. I want the RV from Breaking Bad.
It's gonna be hard to park that in a story, I would imagine. But,
I'll park it next to my Porsche.
Yeah. You can park the Porsche inside of it.
There's so many like different, better vans that you could get from other shows. Like, why would you get that piece?
How
of
about
shit?
this? What about the fucking kit from Knight Rider? The
Yeah,
car.
that would be cool. That would be cool.
Or
like,
you know what would be sick?
The DeLorean.
Yeah.
Or a fucking like 6 foot tall, like the fucking Terminator like exoskeleton. When it's all fucking like just a skeleton and red eyed, you just get one of those to put in your house. Like
you could buy one of
They
those.
sell those.
You
Yeah,
could
they
buy
sell
one
like
of those,
I want that one.
Didn't they used to have those standing in sharper image or
Yeah.
something like that?
Or like
and they
Planet
had,
Hollywood.
Yeah, and they had full fucking predators in like the whole detail and all that. And they were like 7 feet tall.
Dude, I want the car from Dukes of Hazzard. That would be cool.
Yeah, with the Confederate flag on the car driving
Well.
around Astoria. That'd be sweet.
It doesn't mean that, okay? It means it's pride and blah, blah, blah.
You didn't even know enough to say what you think their reasons are.
I just didn't care. I didn't care enough.
All right. Michelangelo Yosef, would you rather have a get out of any crime card or a key that opened any door? Wow. Good question.
Get out of any crime, because any door that I would want to get a key out, like I'm probably trying to commit a crime if I'm just opening.
Yeah, and also they never said anything about the other side of the door being free from harm. Like if you walked into your neighbor's apartment, they could just start shooting you or stabbing you, and you'd be like,
Right.
"Oh, right, that's what would happen."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in going in many doors.
No, I hate doors.
Let me circle back because people had good answers for the prop question. The Pretend John said the briefcase from Pulp Fiction.
That would be cool to finally fucking see what's inside of it.
Yep.
Okay.
What?
What do you
Well,
got to
it's-
say?
Well, surely you don't think that the answer is in the briefcase and we just didn't get to see it. But if you bought it, it would still be in there, whatever it is.
Oh yeah. I guess that's true.
It would just be the bright light. You see, it is.
I want to know what it was.
Well, that's kind of the point. Is that it's
It was
Yeah.
nothing.
Well, you also agreed, Mike. So
Mike agreed instantly and without hesitation.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Mike agreed to something we said 30 seconds ago on YouTube.
Yeah, I've been toggling back and forth. I don't know which is which. Okay, so somebody goes, I want the Lost in the Sauce. I want the van from A-Team. That's pretty sweet.
that's cool.
The Pretend John, all the cocaine from Scarface.
But that's not
Fake
real.
cocaine, so yeah, silly.
Right.
Silly
You could
well,
make
that would
that.
be cool if you could get the prop, but it behaved in the way that it did in the movie. What would you get? Then maybe I think the DeLorean is
The
answer.
DeLorean, of course.
Yeah. Or all the cocaine from Scarface.
Yeah.
I want the Turbo Man suit from Jingle All the Way. Reed Bruv said that.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
nice little Christmas one.
Lost in the Sauce, Conan the Barbarian sword.
Broadsword.
If you had that sword, do you think, and you had it in a fight, do you think that would be effective for you to defend yourself with, or you would just get your ass kicked even worse because you couldn't wield that thing around?
I don't
It's
know.
entirely too heavy, and there's not a shot that any of us could hold it with one arm, and it would be a 2-1 job. You would take one swipe, and if that didn't kill them, you were fucked forever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking it up right now to see what it looks like.
Oh, it's huge. It's a giant.
Oh yeah,
like,
look at this fucking thing.
Broadsword. Vader, the Soulja Boy console from the music video would be epic.
Oh, how about this? A motherfucking lightsaber.
Oh, yes.
A motherfucking lightsaber
Yeah.
with a green crystal.
Green?
Well, again, so now we're going on the premise.
Now the props work as if
Okay.
you know.
Oh, then maybe the hoverboard from Back to the Future.
I'm sticking a fucking lightsaber.
I'd get a fucking phaser and shoot you.
Oh, that's good. Whoa! Whoa!
Wow. That was fun.
That was really good.
I know. I wish Feeney gave me any props. I always
He
give him
usually
props.
does.
I smiled and went like this.
You smiled blankly.
You can't.
Feeney, go on YouTube right now and look at yourself before it passes.
It'll come up now. Somebody said Michael.
like this.
Sarah said Michael Jordan's golf shoes from Space Jam. Sell that for millions. What are they? Did he wear Jordan golf cleats? Because that would be fucking sick.
That would be a nice little gag
That would
that
be
they would
very
have done.
cool. Yeah, maybe the money from The Mask, if it's real.
The
you
money
know?
from any movie, if it's real.
The mask from the mask.
Right. Oh yeah, maybe The Mask from The Mask.
Tony Soprano's home.
Oh, you're talking to me. Whoa, that's two different movies.
Yeah. Two different people.
That was a full fun moment that I had. Then I realized people are actually watching this.
Are you talking to me?
All right, next question from the chat. I don't know if there are any. Oh, yes, there are. Would you rather have Justin Michaud, if you could regrow any limb like a salamander, what would you do with this ability?
Any limb like
Got to put way more of a hurting on your dick, wouldn't you?
What if you like? Yeah. I'd try to fuck things that you shouldn't.
Like what? Electrical sockets? Dolphins holes?
Like chicks from Long Island. Am I
Oh!
right? Am I right? If you could grow back, I guess I would just do it as a party trick, you know?
How many of the chicks that you've had sex with over your life were from Long Island? More than half?
No, just I think three of them were from Long Island.
Yeah. I think
Maybe
that's
another
mine.
one.
I think I'm at 3 to 5.
Nice.
One of those. I don't
Hell
know.
yeah.
Everybody that went to Geneseo was kind of from Long Island. It was weird.
Or Jersey.
No Jersey because it's upstate New York, but it was either upstate New York or you were from Long Island. What a weird sound you just made. All right, next question in the chat. What's the worst Christmas gift you've ever received? Genocide.
The worst Christmas gift.
Yeah.
We already know Mike's.
What? What's mine?
The rollerblades?
No, that's not even the worst.
Oh, I think one time my parents forgot to get me a gift and they just bought me the greatest hits, the Journey Greatest Hits album. I've never once told them that I like Journey. I never listened to Journey in front
It
of
was
them.
all they had in their center console of their car at the time.
Yeah, they stopped at a CVS and picked up an
They heard you
$8
running down the stairs and were like, oh God, we got to give him something.
And that was probably the worst gift I ever got. I opened it. I was like, what is this? Why would you get me this?
And what did they say?
I know. I didn't say that to him. I said it in my head. I went, thanks. Fucking awful.
Just a small town boy.
Yeah.
Was it even that one?
Yeah, of course that one was on.
Okay. All right. Well, that's nice. No, mine was Nicole got me my worst Christmas present ever. And I think it was when we were dating in 9th grade. She got me a Lakers hat and a baseball. I literally opened it and I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like,
That sucks.
I was like, this is the craziest combination of I don't give a shit that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Here's a water bottle and a subscription to Highlights magazine.
That's fucking hilarious. Here's one bolt. Here's one screw and
Oh
Oh,
wow,
no.
that was a historic.
I really tried to keep going. I was like, come on, just say one more thing.
Dude, you were a droid that ran out of batteries in the middle of that.
Your voice got lower.
Well, that comes.
I've never seen somebody's octaves go lower with their self-esteem.
I was just learning to
Remember me.
Just a bad attempt at a humor. Nifty Biscuit, would you rather have rollerblades for feet or Swiss Army knives for hands?
Wait. What was Feeney's worst Christmas gift?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I'm
just jumping all over the place.
I'm trying to think of like a terrible Christmas or like
was
a
it
thing
your parents' divorce?
I mean, I think there was one year that I wanted Sega Saturn and I didn't get it, but like that wasn't like of like gifts I've got. I guess like, I think that my aunt, and she still does this to me as like a running like almost gag now, is I think one year when I was like 12, she got me socks, and like it was just like dress socks too, like the most like the least used item of clothing that I have.
Yeah.
And then from then on, like ever since, like I just saw her the other day, and because I'm not going to see her for Christmas, so we did like a Christmas thing. And in addition to the gift she got me socks. It's like she's like, it just now it's like she's funny enough to know it's just a running bit, and it's just like I don't even have room for them, but it is getting funnier every year.
Socks it's a fucking rule, dude.
Well, no, the right socks. Dress socks are the worst gift you could possibly give anybody. Bomba socks, I'm telling you, dude, I have never cared about socks in my entire life until Nicole gifted me with these socks. They're called Bombas. They're so fucking comfortable. It's insane. They're like not a sponsor. As a matter of fact, they're kind of expensive, but they're fucking awesome.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look
highly recommend. I've literally never I wear cardboard on my feet. Like I don't give a shit. I never cared about socks because my feet smell, and that's probably also why my feet smell. But now I have like really nice socks and my shoes last longer.
They just look like regular socks.
Yeah, but you can get them in tie-dye or whatever weird crazy patterns, but they are so get the high ones. They're very, very comfortable. I promise.
What's the best gift?
You know what, Brendan?
Gotten?
I'll get it for you for Christmas. I'll get you a pair of Bomba socks.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Not Feeney because he didn't care.
I would like to, I mean, as I told you, my sock inventory level is pretty high, but I would I'll trade you a pair of dress socks for them. You need Polo Ralph Lauren black dress socks, gold toe.
Yeah. What's the best gift that you've ever gotten for Christmas?
I already know.
Okay.
It was my Mongoose 1989 M1 Mongoose BMX. I was 4 years old.
Damn.
4.5. About to be 5. Obsessed with Rad, obviously. Obsessed with Mongoose. It was the biggest company. It was before they went to Walmart, all that stuff. And so we opened all these presents, and we had a small house, like this little one floor house in Fort Montgomery. But our open living room was right here, and we had like kind of couches enclosing it. And we were all sitting in the middle, opening presents, all the wrapping paper everywhere, all that stuff. It was only me and my older sister at the time. And then right after all presents were opened, they were like, wait, what's that over there? Like they did the classic.
Oh, that's the best.
Classic A Christmas Story, dude.
That's such a good Christmas.
Truly a really great parenting moment. They're like, wait, what's that over there? And I looked, and obviously a bike, but it had like, we had this blanket that was the most comfortable blanket we had. And so everybody was always wrestling over it all the time. We called it the Lammy blanket because it had all these lambs all over it. And draped over my bike was this blanket. And I was like fucking shaking, pulling this blanket off of the bike. And I still remember being like, like losing my mind, like jumping on the bike and like not even putting sneakers on or a jacket and like racing out into the December fucking snow and shit like that into this bike. I was so excited. I don't think anything has ever made me spike that high in my entire life.
Oh my God. And you have a kid.
Still doesn't compare to a $200 bicycle, Brendan. You just got to know these things.
Right. Now you should know.
My family, there was one time, I think it was an early birthday, I asked for this Iowa like sound, not even a sound system, but just like a stereo that had I told you the 2 cassette decks, AM, FM, had the 3 CD changer, and then the 2 giant speakers next to it. It wasn't even that gift was great because it was awesome, and I got so many years of use out of that. But that gift set the precedent for the rest of my family, like everyone in my family, because what they did was I was the first one in my family to be like, all of you don't get me like, one video game and get me this and get me little rinky dink things. Instead, all of you do a chip in and then get me one gift, but it'll be like a badass gift that I want. So all these people that would have just spent $20 on the CVS gift card and said, well, like, here's $20 towards the sound system or whatever. So now it's like, we have this whole thing with the chip in where it's like, if you want a big ticket item, so to speak, you get, you kind of get money towards that and everything, which is great because now growing up, I was able to be like, when a new system would come out or like some, something that was probably like in the $300 range, you could ask for that and not it be like, well, you're not getting that clearly. Because it was like, you're only getting this, like you might just get a pair of socks and then that, but you were like, I got the fucking thing. You got the thing you wanted. So now even my little cousin who is, she's like 5, but now when we give her birthdays and stuff, she's like, chip in, chip in, chip in. And she gets like the $300 gift that she, there was like some princess castle that she was dying for. And she goes fucking crazy, but we're not showering her with tens of gifts. She's getting, 1 to 2 gifts. So it's a real,
it's a good budgeting lesson for kids.
Yeah, they know, like, listen, do you want that? You have to sacrifice a bunch of little things if you want one good thing. And then once you have that one good, it also makes you be like, all right, well, fucking hey, I'm gonna just seek, I'm gonna aim high,
Yeah. I'm gonna store that up there.
I don't think anything beats whenever I got like an Xbox or something. Like there's just opening that up and being like, oh, I can't wait to play this.
Dude, I told this on I think this show last week, but like, and I don't have one memory of me opening. I do remember the first day I got Nintendo 64 and being like, I remember playing Mario 64 and saying out loud, graphics could never get better than this. But which they blew my mind. Mario 3D. You're like, whoa! You're like, he's not flat, But my memory of like that time I got that Rage Against the Routine, hey, hello. Oh no, you can't see it. It's just above the mantle. the Rage Against the Machine album. I remember getting CDs some year and just being so excited to listen to the music because I hadn't heard it yet either. That was like the crazy part. So I remember some of those more than I remember like getting a PlayStation or a Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
So cool.
Nice. What a heartwarming moment.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, let me see what else we got. Would you rather know the history of every object you touched or be able to talk to animals? How about neither?
I hate both of those. Yeah.
I don't want to know the history.
I want to walk with the animals, talk with the animals.
I guess knowing the history of everything you touched is like kind of cool because you can have something to talk about.
How do you put on sneakers without feeling
1 foot at a time?
No, you feel an awful, tremendous, crushing guilt.
Yeah,
every
but then
time
you just get
your foot into a sneaker, you just all of a sudden see you go to the Nike factory and there's just a kid going like Diddy Mow, getting like caned as he's putting them together.
you just don't get Nikes. You get
and then you don't go on your iPhone, and then you don't go on your Apple.
Yeah, it'll make you a better person.
Wow,
dude, this would be like if the Seinfeld Master of Your Domain, if this was a like who could not go on their phone the longest, I would say just by pure like a physical addiction, like subconscious movements, that Brendan would be out in the first 6 minutes.
Yeah, I'm like Kramer walking in, slapping the money on the table.
Yeah. I'm out. I think you just.
Do you think you could take a substantial amount of time off if you tried?
From my phone?
Yeah.
Depends on what the reward would be.
Right. What would be
I'd be like itching, dude. I'd be like, who's trying to reach me? What's happening? What's going on? What's happening in the internet world? What if my mom tried to call?
Are you worried about that?
Not as much, but like the
No, I'm saying, are you worried?
My mom, no. The at replies on Twitter. That's where the gold is. You see?
Yeah.
No. I mean, are you worried that it makes you feel that way?
Am I worried that I like have a drug like addiction to my phone?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's scary.
Would you be able to do that?
I mean, I think I could. Yeah, it would definitely at some point it would wane on me a little bit, but I definitely could take some time off. I need to take more time off. I'm definitely like on it way too much.
Ever since just for Thanksgiving, after taking the 5 days off Instagram, because that's like the majority of my social media time, I don't get nearly as much enjoyment out of Twitter and TikTok and other stuff. And though I was on those more, I hit like my threshold, my 2-hour limit at like 11 p.m. versus I used to hit it at like 2 p.m. Since I've come back from Instagram, I'm hitting it like pretty late in the day. And that's on all social medias combined. So it's like I've actually been on it less, which also it's like, I don't know, I'm starting to really subscribe to the post and drop sort of method, which is, it's like there's nothing really you need to, nothing is really as time sensitive as we make it seem in our mind.
Right.
Like if someone comments on something on your video, it's like if you get back to it tomorrow, there's no difference. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's we may try to lie to ourselves and be like, yeah, but if we comment, then the algorithm, it's like, it's all like what it's just
an addiction.
Yeah.
We're looking for an endorphin drop.
It's an architectured fucking, you know what I mean? It's a built addiction. It's crazy. Yeah.
They know Brendan inside and out, baby. Your Cambridge Analytica profile must be fucking dense and detailed.
Yeah, dude. There's a whole Bible written about me.
They just got you, bro. They know what you're thinking.
Yeah, he likes the Animaniacs.
Although I will say I've never seen someone purchase more suggested ads more than Canon.
That's right. I mean, they know me.
Really?
Yeah.
What have you gotten from suggested ads?
I don't really anymore, but things it's so
because they're all terrible quality usually.
Right. Well, the ad will lead me to look for it in like a real way. You know what I mean? So if I see something like overalls, I bought overalls from ASOS, one because of King of Staten Island, and I'm embarrassed to say that Pete Davidson looked so cool in a pair of overalls. I was like, that's my next outfit.
Well, you do love him, so that makes sense. You paid for his movie, so obviously you love the guy.
I love Ricky. I was supporting Ricky.
Okay,
Pete, sure.
Okay.
And Judd Apatow, close friend.
And old Carly and whoever that big black guy was.
That's
that was
right.
As well.
Bill Burr. Brendan, do you want to do a question?
Yeah, let's do a question. Let's get to some Brendan questions. If you could reverse one decision made by a politician, which would it be?
And Roe v. Wade.
And what do you think the consequences would be? Roe v. Wade. Yeah,
I would say the obvious one. I would reverse the drug
marijuana,
drug law. Yeah, but I would also say to decriminalize mushrooms as well.
Yeah,
legalize
all of it.
Yeah, that's kind of like that's almost like a slippery slope because you don't want fucking people being able to get recreational Oxycontin because that all is a pretty fucking.
Did you see that company, the way they were selling rebates and shit like that so when anybody overdosed on Oxycontin, they were giving rebates?
What's that mean?
That was built into the contract that some of the investors' money would be returned. So that Pfizer was offering fucking money back every time somebody overdosed on Oxycontin.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Fucking gnarly.
And
dude.
For the low deal of someone dying, you will get your money back.
Yeah. A lot of people are talking about the gifts. It's hilarious. So Lost in the Sauce said, my father would always give me a gag gift before he gave me the real one. Sarah said, my dad wraps gifts in plastic grocery bags and thinks it's hilarious every year. She said, nothing like faking a stomach bug on Christmas to skip church and play with your toys. Did you guys have to go to church?
No.
Not on Christmas. God.
No, I went to church one Christmas Eve and it was killer, dude.
What?
It was killer, dude. I went to church on Christmas Eve 1 year in my life. My mom wanted to go, and it was fucking awesome. It was like there were people it was like a party.
All right. What was awesome about it? Explain.
People were like singing, and there was a lot of people there, and the feeling of Christmas was in the air, and people were like
people were sitting and standing and kneeling on occasion based off the prompt from the priest.
Yeah, and they put cream on those little crackers things.
Dude, it's so crazy how like you really have to stay up to date with church because they're adding little tweaks to like old favorites. Like the Our Father is a little bit different now. It's just like
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Deliver us from evil, Lord, please.
And then you remember the end of it,
which is
thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory of you, Almighty Father, forever and ever.
Holy shit! Let's be a Christian cast.
Yeah, we're a new Christian cast, a Christ cast. Subscribe to our Patreon. We will absolve you of your sins. Anything you feel bad about, we will tell you it's okay. We've done worse. What a good idea. So yes, that's our thing. We're zapping you of your sins and then telling you about ours that make you feel better about yours.
Okay. That's a confessional cast.
Yeah.
Sorry, Father. It's been one whole day since I've podcasted.
I never liked confession. What was the most you ever admitted to in confession?
I only did confession once, and it was when I was like 8 years old because it was a part of my communion thing where I had to do it. And you don't know what to say when you're a fucking 8-year-old. I went, sometimes I'm mean to my mom. And the church, the priest was like, yeah, you just can't do that. Be nicer to your mom. And I was like, all right. I mean, it must have been a fucking nightmare. Those days must be nightmares for priests when all the fucking kids have to do it.
They're scouting.
Oh yeah, you're right.
that's like watching a buffet go by on a conveyor belt.
Yeah, the priest is like, do you have anything else to confess? Like maybe do you feel tingly in your pants sometimes?
Yeah, do you ever notice other boys and think they're cute? His father doesn't think that's right, and there's certain things we can do to make sure that's out of your system.
Yeah, we could fuck it out of you.
I never had to. Did you any of you guys do like altar boy shit or any of that?
No.
Yeah, I didn't either.
As a matter of fact, I almost got like the only reason that I ever went to church was always with my grandparents. So when I would stay the night over their house, Saturday to Sunday, they went to church every Sunday at 7 a.m. So I would go to 7 a.m. mass with them. And it was like, for a kid like me, dude, who was wildly rambunctious and all over the place and a lot of energy and got kicked out of CCD for drawing dicks in the Jesus workbook, like that was hell on earth was in church.
Church fucking sucked, dude.
Isn't that
it was long, and I do remember like trying actively almost every Sunday to not fall asleep, especially when it was like comfortable. But what I did love about it was my mom immediately was just like, I think after I got my communion, she's like, I'm out. And then my dad and I kept going. But then like my dad and I would go to the same like I don't know what it is. It's almost like a grocery store deli situation kind of a thing in Long Island. We'd go to that afterwards, and then we'd always like go and pick up shit, and like him and I would go do that, and then we'd go home, and my mom would be like have just woken up, so then she would cook everything, and then we would have like a great meal. But it would be like I would go watch cartoons in the den with like having like, so it was like that was like, even though this church part was the worst part of it, you're like, oh fuck yeah, after this we're gonna go fucking shopping, I'm gonna get fucking potato chips or whatever, or fucking a cool pickle or some shit, and then
we'd go to the Ridge Diner in Park Ridge. What a fucking banging ass diner if you ever find yourself in Bergen County.
Yeah, maybe. You know what, I actually like walking into churches now.
I know we've talked about this.
So many. You'll never, if you ever see me in another country, you'll think that I'm a devout Christian. Erica and I go to so many basilicas and fucking churches because the architecture is unfucking believable.
Yeah,
that you walk in there and it's just awe-inspiring, like jaw-dropping.
Didn't we just have this exact conversation?
What?
Maybe at the beginning of the podcast. Like
like
first started doing it.
Like last week.
No.
Basilica?
I'm almost positive.
I kind of want to go to church every Sunday. This is going to sound ridiculous, but I kind of want to go to church every Sunday just to have like something that gets me out of the house. And also like, I feel so like good in a church. I mean, I wouldn't practice,
why does that sound ridiculous? That's literally why every single person who goes. You're like,
I know, but I'm not like
community and like a search for belonging. And I'm like, and it's like, it doesn't cost anything.
I want to meet a nice woman.
And I feel better.
I'm not going to be like, well, in the Bible, it says blah, blah, blah. Like,
I could see you meeting your wife at church.
At church?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And she turns you
anybody
around.
that you think you're going to meet fucking doing blow in Bushwick at 4 a.m., it's never going to work out. I just got a terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Such slam pigs.
Yeah. Tell that to Susie. She's this dead hooker I have on my bed.
Bed frame.
Bed frame.
Bed frame. This is how we do it.
This is how it did. Let me see. Do we have any questions? Sarah sounded like Frank Rigatone in the chat. Good for her. She's trashing Cuomo. Sarah, St. Augustine was a notorious ladies' man before he became a saint, and he had a great quote, "Dear Lord, make me chaste, but not yet."
I just feel like I'd love to go to church because Farley did it.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
It seems like
so you believe in Farley, not Christ?
Yeah, at least Farley was real.
Oh.
Well, Christ was real.
Well, Christ actually, there's real schools of thought that he was an amalgamation, that he was a couple people.
At least Farley was real, man.
All right. Maybe that sucked. You suck.
You suck.
You suck. Brenda, you want to do one last question?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well,
okay. Let's do it.
First of all, thank you guys so much for checking out the show. This is the free episode that we put out every single week. You guys are the best. Sign up if you're interested. Patreon.com/scenariopod. We put out 3 hours every single week. I do an additional solo podcast. So you're looking at 4 hours of podcasting plus Feeney and Sagalo put their, yeah, I mean, you guys get their sketches early. You get my stuff early. You get our stand-up. We have a ton of shit that we put up just for our Patreon. So please check it out. Patreon.com/scenariopod.
Yeah. And just my particular answer to the politician thing, I would reverse the RICO Act. Fuck you, Rudy Giuliani.
Oh,
give the mob what they want.
Power.
Okay. Here's last question.
When you're facing a loaded gun, what's the difference?
Yeah, Departed.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one. If you can make one dream of yours come true, what would it be? And the catch is that it has to be a dream that you've actually had in the past. And I'll go first. One time I had sex with Leah Remini from King of Queens, and I would love to do that.
Leah Remini?
Remini.
What's the question?
If you could make one dream of yours come true, what would it be? And the
Leah
catch
Remini.
I see.
You've had to actually have the dream in the past.
Okay. Leah Remini.
Remini.
Renowned Scientologist revolutionary.
Yes.
Leah Remini. You had sex with her in a dream?
That series was fun.
Was it good?
She was hot.
Sex or the series?
The sex.
Her.
It was good.
Yeah? What position?
From the back, like doggy style.
Wow. Did she look back at you?
I don't know, man. This was so long ago.
I wanted to see how
we were at a party. That's what I remember. We were at like an outside party.
Dude, I had the exact same dream about Selena Gomez, and I was at a backyard party, and we had it was a lucid dream, so I was aware I was dreaming, and I also woke up at one point and then actively fell asleep, hoping to re-enter that dream, and actually re-entered that dream.
Wow. I was about to say that never happens.
It never happens. And I re-entered lucid dream again, hit it off with Selena Gomez. We end up banging the whole thing.
Nice.
And then I woke up and I was like,
and Justin Bieber was punching you in the face.
I woke up next to Nicole and I was like, I don't like you. I want where's Selena? I had real loving feelings for Selena Gomez, and I like believed that she had the same dream.
You wake up and Justin's just standing over you going like, he's like, if you disrespect me in a dream, you better apologize when you wake up.
Yo, dog. Yo.
You better wake up and apologize.
Why does he talk like that?
I don't know. You disrespect me in a dream, you better wake up and apologize.
Apologize.
Feeney, what dream would you want to come true?
I don't remember a single dream I've had. I mean, I remember it in the first 15 minutes of me waking up, but I don't know. I've had more. I remember more of the nightmares than the dreams. Dreams that I don't know. All of them don't make sense where you're like, oh, it is what it is. All of them, none of them, when you start retelling them, have any logic basis to them. They're all like fragments, and like we put it together like, oh, I was at an outdoor party with Selena Gomez or fucking, who are you with, Sagalo?
Leah Remini.
Yeah, Remini. You were like with her, but it was more like, you were probably like at Jacob's smoking weed, and then you turned around and Leah Remini was there, and now you're in a garden party. Like, it's Inception fragments that like we're just like, oh, then we were at this beautiful dinner party together.
Yeah. All right. Well, Feeney doesn't dream.
Yep. Well,
my dreams
for
are
our
for
Patreon.
Yes, please sign up for the Patreon. Tell your friends about the free episodes we do every Monday, and